Welcome back, everybody. We're here at the Tuesday Night Cigar Club podcast. We're here with Robyn from Villiger Cigars.
How you doing?
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
How you enjoying Cats Fest?
Love Cats Fest.
Is it your first Cats Fest?
No, this is my second one. I'm one of the original Cats members online, and I also work with Cigars For Warriors, donating whatever we can.
Awesome.
And Storm's a good friend too.
Awesome. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Is this Villiger's first time?
No, we did it last year as well.
Last year? Okay. Better?
Yeah.
Well, I think I mentioned to you in line, I'm a big fan of the Talanga.
I love the Talanga. Actually, that cigar is the reason why I took the job with the company. So
I can understand why.
I've been in the industry since I was 18, so we're going on 15 years here.
Wow.
But most of my experience was with retail. So I'm a certified retail tobacconist with Tobacconist University. And when I heard about the job opening at Villiger, I asked them to send me some samples. I smoked them all, and I really enjoyed them. I needed to work for a company where I enjoy everything.
Sure.
But when I got to the Talanga, I saw the ratings. It had received, at that time, it received the number 12 Cigar of the Year in Cigar Journal and had a 94 rating. And I pulled over on the side of the road just to tell them, like, I'll take the job.
Right.
And it's great. I mean, it's definitely a company where they're huge around the globe, but there's a lack of knowledge here in this country as to like the history and how long that we've been around.
It seems like that's changing. It seems like I'm seeing more and more the name out there. And, you know, when I bought a box
awesome.
of the Talanga immediately because I knew we have one missing member of our podcast. I knew immediately it'd be one of his go-to favorite sticks. It just his profile all over it, but it's just such a unique cigar. Like, you can't really compare it to a lot of other. It has a very,
No, and it's got, so the blend on it is Nicaraguan fillers with double Nicaraguan binder, so it holds an ash very well. And it has a Honduran wrapper grown in the Talanga Valley, so very rich in volcanic soil. And when I first smoked it, there's a shop out in Pennsylvania. It's not there anymore, but growing up, it was called the Spice Smuggler. And you'd walk in and you'd smell like chocolate, dried chocolate, cherries, like all the dried fruits, and it gave me that. Everybody looks for the experience to take you back to a time that reminds you of happiness and relaxation, or family experience, and that's sort of how it was for me with that cigar. But even the ones we're doing now, I mean, they've come such a long way, and it's been a big grassroots approach to getting the word out to the U.S. public that, we're not a machine-made cigar company. We're a well-rounded tobacco company. Everything from, pipe tobacco that we work with, McBaron out of Denmark, to our cigars. We have our own factories around the world. We have farms and fields in Bahia, Brazil, Indonesia, Switzerland, Germany, but we also work with PDR with our La Capitana. We've worked with Hochi Blanco for our 3 new Cuellar Creamy, Cabarete, and Trill, and Plasencia on the Colorado and Talanga.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't aware of the Jose Blanco connection there.
Well, there's Jose, and then there's Hochi. He's a cousin.
Hochi.
So Hochi's won. I know he's won a lot of awards for his growing and seed varietals and hybrids. And he has operations with Lido Gomez, but he also has his private farms and fields where he does a lot of his new hybrids and varietals. Okay. And that's what we gained access to for the new cigars. So we're using in the Cuellar Creamy, the Trill, and the Cabarete, which is the box press Maduro. We're using his Criollo 98 and Corojo tobaccos for those blends.
And this is a lot of tobacco probably that nobody's had access to.
Yeah, and in the Cabarete, you've got, that's the box press Maduro. You've got the Criollo 98 and Corojo on the filler, but it also has a Nicaraguan Maduro wrapper that we got from AJ Fernandez. So again, another big name we're working with.
Yeah,
it's really
awesome.
cool.
We just reviewed the AF1 by House Emilio.
I used to work for Gary once upon a time.
Gary was our very first supporter on the show as far
Really?
as submitting sticks and kind of helping us when we first started out.
That was my gig before Villiger. I worked for Delaware Cigars, the general manager.
I was sorry to see him retire.
I heard the other day, I seen that on
I said,
Facebook.
just our luck. That's usually how it works. We get an ally and then they're gone.
Well, maybe you got a new one here.
So, like I said, we're big on the podcast about being honest.
Yeah.
Because what we do is we review a film paired with a cigar and an adult beverage. And we try to make the 3 pairing, work together somehow. Tie the cigar into the movie.
Yeah.
Try that, and sometimes we hit home runs. Sometimes we stumble a little bit. But because we're learning that a lot of people do tune in for the film stuff, but the way we talk about cigars, we're kind of hoping to open some doors to where people that aren't into cigar culture, have never lit a cigar. If we love a cigar and we just can't shut up about it.
Yeah.
It's like, I think on iTunes the guy was like, I'm not a smoker, but one of the reviews was like, but these guys make me want to,
Yeah,
go try
it's crazy because when I was in retail, like obviously, guys that walk into shops need education and knowledge.
Yeah.
And there's always somebody in some shop somewhere that just doesn't want to take the time for the younger guys. They don't take them seriously, or they don't know a lot coming in the door. But that's your opportunity to really get them trying new stuff and gain new followers. And it's, nothing against the older generation, but you can't continue success without bringing new generations into it.
Absolutely. And I think that's to go even to the further extent, like you getting to the licensed tobacconist and getting that education. I mean, you can just blow people away when they come in there with no idea what they want. I mean, you can actually feel confident when they walk out, like they'll be back.
And they always come back because the more knowledge you give them, the better the experience is going to be all around.
Awesome. So where are you? Where do you rep? In what territories?
Well, at Cats Fest, I'm here with our VP, Shauna Williams, but I'm the regional sales manager for Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and some parts of metropolitan New York until further notice, at least.
Okay.
We're looking for someone up in that area, New England area.
All right, if you got a love for the cigars,
and what's really cool about the company is, so we have this hashtag now we're using online, hashtag Villigirls. And we're pretty much, with the exception of our CFO and our brokers, an all-female cigar company right now in the States.
Awesome.
So all of our sales representatives, VPs, all women.
I do follow.
Too. We all smoke.
Is it Jax?
Jax Guevara.
Okay. Yeah. When if I'm smoking a Villiger, I'll tag Jax, and
that's awesome.
I see she's all over the place.
Well, you should have to definitely tag me too.
I will. Let's connect.
Yeah, Robyn with a Y, Cigar with an I.
We'll do it.
The only one.
I'll give you this before I forget. Find us too. But like I said, you won't be hearing. This isn't the last show you hear about Villiger, especially on our show. I love when we do cigars, kind of like some of Gary's stuff that a lot of people just haven't heard of yet.
Yeah, it's
I
wild.
love, if it's a good cigar, I love kind of getting out there first and say, try it, give it a shot. A phenomenal price point.
Yeah, I said it was really interesting because when I first started working for the company 2.5 years ago, and I'm huge on social media, not to like toot my own horn, but I have quite a following, and I do some of Villiger's social media now because of that.
Right.
But nobody was sharing any pictures. And now it's every day. People are smoking the cigars. They're sharing pictures. They're commenting and complimenting. It's really cool
it's
to
awesome.
see the growth.
And you don't realize what a small world it is. Just here at Cats Fest at dinner last night, we're sitting down and, with Stephanie from Black Label, or Trading Company.
Yeah. And,
turns out she lives, 15 minutes down the street from us. And,
Isn't that crazy?
Just weird, awesome weird. Well, thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting
thanks
Cats.
for having us.
And let's stay in touch.
Yeah, can I plug our social media?
Absolutely.
All right. So, if anybody wants to follow me, you can look for, like I said, Robyn Cigar, Robyn with a Y, and you know how to spell cigar. On Facebook, Villiger Cigars North America. It's not Villiger, that's with an A. Villiger's with an I. It's a family name, and people chop it up, and I get that. My maiden name Schechter, and everybody called me like Skector and Snackter and screwed it up. So yeah, it's Villiger, Villiger, Cigars North America. And then on Instagram, it is at Villiger Cigars USA, and Twitter is at Villiger Cigars.
Follow them all.
We're on Cigar Dojo too, which is cool.
We just had a great talk with Master Sensei. And Pinterest, that's a new one.
Yeah, we got Pinterest too.
Why not?
It's fun. I mean, I have a whole men's section set up. So there's watches, cigar decor, different cigars, events. Anything that has to do with a man's world. It's a good life, sexy women, smoking cigars. Anything a man could want is on our Villiger Cigars page.
We'll check it out.
Yep.
I finally have a reason to go on Pinterest.
That's
there
right.
you go.
There's a whole cigar culture on there you wouldn't know.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, humidors, pipe knowledge, all kinds of how to treat your humidors and what kind of pipes to buy and how to tie your tie knots and pocket chips or whatever guys wear.
I was about to say we're pretty prevalent with Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, but
And
we
shit,
just
you
kind
can
of
learn how to make
kind of
cupcakes,
abandoned
too.
it.
Yeah, while you're there, make some crafts.
Pinterest is fun.
But no, check out, follow Robyn on all her links. Keep your eye out for Villiger in your shops. If they don't have it, ask for it.
Hell
But
yeah.
we do have to put you on the spot a little bit. All right, if you're sitting down with a cigar, what are you drinking?
Oh my God, Belvedere
All right.
and a slice of lemon, maybe some sugar.
It's Saturday night. You got your Belvedere. You got your Villiger
Or
cigar of your
moonshine
choice.
if it's the clear kind,
There you go. What
not
mov-
the brown kind.
Some
movie-
rice.
What movie do you watch?
Oh shoot.
No pressure. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie.
I just saw it on MTV. How High with Redman and Method Man.
How High?
How high with method?
I'm loving
I
these-
also
I'm loving
love
these
The
answers.
Breakfast Club. That's one, and The Labyrinth with David Bowie. He was
Oh.
my first crush when I was 5.
I can get behind some Labyrinth. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what we do. We kind of try to take in all three of those things and work out a 3-hour podcast out of it somehow.
Awesome.
But
I love it.
yeah, thanks for sitting down with us. Have
Yeah.
fun. Stay dry.
No, you know what? I don't mind getting rained on because it makes my curls look nice.
But,
Better than the frizzy, humid shit that was going on earlier.
yeah. Not time. I don't know what's next. But
Who knows?
check out Robyn. Follow her. Check out Villiger. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot.
Get up, come